Hello, I am Pooky, and I'm here to ask you a question. What would you do if an unforeseen contingency befell mankind? Perhaps it's a zombie plague, perhaps it's werewolves, perhaps it's vampires, or what if it's all three at the same time? Should you panic? Yes, says the media. Views. Yes, says the politician. Election. Yes, says instinct, that powerful notion of fear. But I reject those answers. I say to you, no. I say, calm. I say, be as the teddy bear in the bed, cuddles to the world, balance in all things. Hear me out. You may just find universal cuddle care to be reasonable. For I'm too jaded and cynical at this point, and I've lived through too many circumstances where the expected result was death to have any reaction other than bland boredom. Zombie virus, it can go in the bin with Asian acid wasps, brainworms, and Ebola. If it wants its shot at destroying our species, it can get in line along with every other calamity. And what are the vampires and werewolves, you might say? How does the policy of calmness and cuddles address the furries and sparkly gets? Well, of course, that depends on the individual situation. Nuance is necessary, but if they do not physically require the violation of the rights of others, perhaps they too can be welcomed into our society and become one with the teddy bear. Is it so much to ask for a world where a man is judged not on the color of his sparkly or unusually furry skin, but on the color of his character? Before we decry the need to drive a stake through the heart of our fellow sentient beings, can we not first ask, is it more reasonable to integrate our fellow sentients into our society? Suppose we have vampires from the underworld movies who burn during the day and require blood as a biological need to survive. Will those who cry hunt them down think for but a moment, what can we do to protect the rights of all and benefit from their presence? Suppose it's a condition contracted through virus or disease, through no fault of one's own. Can we not pause for but a moment to try to solve this problem without murdering our fellow citizen? Perhaps instead we could create a blood drive, a national program for lower-income families to gain exemption from income tax and a larger return on sales tax at the end of the year. These lower-income families could donate blood to the National Blood Bank. In America, we already have a blood shortage for many surgical operations, so perhaps we could solve multiple problems with one policy. We can create a labor program to give the vampires night shifts, we can create a blood bank for them to receive food, and for the common man to receive blood for his liver transplant, while lowering taxes at the same time. Because, oh yes, my fellow sentients and my fellow citizens, you can increase revenue and lower taxes at the same time. You just need a little creativity and calmness. Be as the teddy bear in the bed, my little dears. I ask you this, is it reasonable to keep inflated healthcare costs trying to keep a poor person in need of a liver transplant alive long enough to get the blood bags he needs for his surgery, or is it more reasonable to offer to the lower income families a way to contribute without spending their precious meager income, to contribute a resource we'd otherwise spend more money obtaining? I say to you this, is it not more reasonable to lower taxes and increase revenue by recognizing that a citizen has more value to contribute to society than merely the cash in his wallet? So many will say to you, raise taxes, lower taxes, tax the wealthy more, tax the poor more, but I say to you, no. I say to you, make governance more efficient, not larger, not smaller, but better. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Would it be so unreasonable an idea, then, that we can care for our fellow sentients, that perhaps we can come together and protect both the normal human as well as the vampire? And what of the werewolf, you might say? Well, I say to you, what of them? Can we not give them healthcare cards to qualify them for the support they need? Can we not provide them the healthcare facility they need? Can we not care for our fellow citizens? Can we not build a wall, a great wall, a beautiful wall, around a random location in Wyoming that we will fill with deer for hunting once a month? Can we not build a great wall of Wyoming? If we can fill countless ranches with cattle for fast food, Can we not build a Great Wall of Wyoming for the healthcare deer hunting facility to care for our fellow citizens? Perhaps the werewolf needs raw meat as part of his diet. I say to you, Pooky's national steaks will be the world's greatest steaks, and I mean that in every sense of the word, and they'd be available in more places than just the sharper image. How's that for raising the stakes? Millions of voices, billions of thoughts, one heartbeat. Unity. Love for our fellow citizen, regardless of species. #Cuddle2016. Thank you.